Hello there, AI friends. Brent coming to you. I'm just going to go through a presentation that I'm doing for a project that I did. I just happened to go to a hackathon in Malaysia, in KL, and got in with a great team, and we made this thing called Storytime.my. And basically, we noticed that YouTube and TikTok are a scroll monster that are just attacking children's creativity. They're doing just passive consumption. They're on their phones all the time, just watching and swiping, and they're not being creative. And what we want to do is we saw this problem and we want to figure out a way to get the kids to be more creative. And we know that parents are, complaining about the time that kids spend on their phone. We did this in KL, thanks to AI Tinkerers and Build Club. It was a team of 5. We came together for like 3 hours, and we vibe coded this app that you're going to see. It's a great website. And we've continued to improve it a little bit over the period since that time, so what this is going to do is it's going to empower kids to become storytellers. They're going to use their mind to work with AI to create stories and direct stories. So then the parents won't have to be so guilty they won't have to feel so guilty about being their kids being on their phones all the time. Additionally, then since it's AI, it's creating infinite types of stories, and the kids won't get bored with this tool and continue to use it. So we have functions like child profile setup, we have the AI story generation, we have some interactive playback, and we even created a dashboard for parents. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to demo some of these items here. So let's go to the main website. Here's the main website. You can see it's a fun looking website. You'll create a profile and sign in, and then you can start your free story. When you do that, we have 2 options now. One is our traditional short story, and then we also have a kind of choose your own adventure story. So I will first start with make me a story, and the kids can choose how old they are. They can say if they're curious or silly, get a different style of the story, and then they can also click on some topics they like, such as dinosaurs. And if they're scared of something like spiders, they can exclude that as well. Okay, but you can see there isn't really any place where they can prompt and get story and make the stories go off the rails. So the system's pretty safe for kids using it. And now, once we've gone here, we can create a story. Now, it takes a little while to create a story, so I'm going to jump over to our story library while that's going, and we can go and read a story that's already in the story library. So as the stories are created, they can be put in the story library, and other users can read them. Okay, so now you have a story here. We've auto-generated a kid-friendly image, and the story is right here, and the kids can tap on Start Story. And when you do that, it prepares the audio.
One sunny morning, in a land filled with colorful trees and sparkling rivers,
you can see
a silly little
it's following along with the story and highlighting the words.
Today was the day of the great Dino dance party. Dino loved to dance,
and so I'll
and he
pause
wanted
it.
all his animal friends to join.
But you can see it's pretty accurate, as it's the voice and the text highlight is synced now, and so it's quite a good little story there. Then we can go on back to the one we tried to generate, and you can see there is a completely different story about a dinosaur and a T-Rex. And I won't play this one because we've heard a dinosaur story already. If I'd say let's go back to the main homepage and then go back to the Choose Your Own Adventure kind, and I'll demo that as well. So this one a little bit more complex here. You get multiple chapters, multiple scenes in the story. We're going to go start the adventure, and it's going to create an interactive story here. Then, like the previous one, you can listen and follow along to the story. We're generating the text.
Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived a brave and curious girl named
I can
Lily.
read which option I want.
She had sparkling
and see
blue
if I
eyes
want
and a heart full of
to go
dreams.
deeper into the forest,
Every day, she
or if I
played in
want
the
the rabbit
field,
to see
imagining exciting adventures with
what's
animals
around
and magic.
nearby. So let's choose option one, and then we create another scene. It generates the scene, and you have scene 2 and scene 1, so you can go back and forth, and then you can listen to another part of the story. And this gives the kids a basic way to interact with the story and direct the story. So kind of as we've been vibe coding this, we've been able to add some more features. Okay, so that's most of the insights there. Except maybe I can show the dashboard. So you have a parental dashboard, which can see what stories have been played, total time, and what types of stories are there. So parents can also get an idea of what their kids are looking at. Let's go on to the next slide. So we've done this using kind of some common vibe coding technology. You have Lovable was where we started. Actually, where we started was we created a PRD, giving it Grok a prompt to make a PRD for this function. We kind of put in our bullet point requirements, asked it to generate a PRD. From that, we asked it to generate user stories after we confirmed the PRD and edited the PRD. After that, we had those user stories, we were then able to ask Lovable on a user story basis to then create the site. And it did a great job in getting the colors and the whimsy there, and it built it using React and 10-stack query, Tailwind CSS. Originally, it started with Supabase, but we wanted to switch to Firebase because we were more comfortable with that, and so we switched to Firebase, using written in TypeScript, Node.js, and we've since done coding in Cursor. We've got a pipeline using Vite and NPM, ESLint, etc. And then this slideshow was vibe coded using the slide dev format. So that is our basic setup. If we continue working on this, we can launch it in front of an audience and then try to monetize it and maybe go into other languages. Thank you for watching. I hope you will help join and fight the scroll monster so that we can provide stories to kids, and kids can actually create their own stories and interact with the stories instead of just passively watching them. I appreciate your time, and I'll see you in the next video.